Hello everyone, this is my sketchbook tour for my final project. The materials I used were actually only 2B, 4B, H, 2H, 4H, 6H, some tortillions, a shop towel, a kneaded eraser, a mono zero eraser, an X-Acto knife to sharpen my pencils, and a ruler that is holding the pencil down because it's lifting. And my logline was, when sensitive Max feels misunderstood at home, he escapes to an island inhabited by wild creatures and becomes their king. For this final project, I took inspiration from both the logline and the children's book the movie was inspired by. Before taking this art class, I had never attempted half of the projects I've now completed, and I'm extremely grateful to have learned so many tools and techniques that I can carry into future art classes. I chose to stick with the medium we've been working with, but approached it in a sketchy children's book style. Again, before this class, I wouldn't have even known where to start, but my process for this project ended up being quite simple. I started with splitting the page in half both horizontally and vertically, then mapped out where I wanted to place each object. Using the techniques I've learned in class, I was able to arrange the objects based on their placement in space, like how some trees appear in front of the others, and the boat seems to sit behind the trees to show depth and dimension. For this project, I tried to incorporate as many techniques as I could, especially since it has more of a sketchy movie poster vibe. Some of the techniques I used include shape directional strokes, cross-hatching, and gesture lines, all of which helped bring energy and movement into the overall poster. I also built up layers of shading to create some contrast, left open areas for negative space to help everything flow, and used texture in certain spots to suggest detail, like the grass right here, without over-rendering, just enough to keep it playful but still visually complete. I did not feel comfortable drawing any humans or monsters since that's not something I've been focusing on or feel drawn to just yet. Instead, I chose to represent the logline through symbolic objects and visual elements that still captured the tone and meaning while keeping it true to the overall story. And that concludes my sketchbook tour for this final project. Thank you.